New packaging technology, using combinations of materials and often several layers, can preserve the nutritional and sensory characteristics of prepared meals from the factory to the dinner table up to 6 weeks later. Fleury Michon manufactures a range of individual serve prepared meals called Chef to You. This process, known as Sous Vide, requires a particular type of packaging. They're produced from fresh ingredients and are vacuum sealed, pasteurised and chilled before being reheated by the consumer. Pouches are made from a combination of laminated, co-extruded plastics, including polypropylene, nylon and polyethylene. Fleury Michon produce Chef to You at their factory in Echuca, near the New South Wales Victorian border. Some very interesting marketing challenges arose from the packaging of this unique product.
One of the major parts of bringing the product onto the market was developing the packaging, and we chose a format that's similar to fresh pasta that you can buy at the moment in the plastic trays with plastic lids, because we believe people are familiar with fresh pasta and where to find it, and we thought that identifying our packaging with fresh pasta would be good. And we went through quite an exhaustive process with the packaging designers to actually determine the graphics on the packaging.
And the first part of production sort of happens from here. So if it's meats, they'll be either fried and steamed, blast chilled. We must bring the food back down to 3 degrees Celsius within a 90-minute period of cooking. They could be grilled on the continuous grill belt down here, and all our sauces are cooked in the kettles. Same as rice and pastas are cooked here. Now, normally how we work it is that the meat for the actual dish is processed up to about 12 hours prior to packing. So it's blast chilled and stored at 3 degrees. The sauce is made to the minute, virtually, of packing. And really the only time they come together again is at the packaging line, where they're packed under vacuum.
Every 20 minutes we do a test on the seal integrity test machine, and that checks for holes, faulty plastic. If the plastic's been put upside down, it will tell me, because the bag will burst within the fish in the fish tank, we call it. For a dry product, the vacuum is very easy to set, but on a hot product, for example the sauces, it varies. If it's a really hot sauce, you don't want as much vacuum because the sauce will explode and go in your machine. So it's you can go by your recipe, but it's a lot of it's a learnt skill for how hot, for what temperature.
After the product is packaged, in vacuum packaged in the plastic pouches, it's put onto the trays, stacked in the trolleys, and then it's pasteurised. The pasteurisation process does 2 things. 1, it cooks the product, and 2, the product is sealed in the pouches. We cook the product and achieve a level of bacteria kill that allows the product to be stored for extended periods, up to 6 weeks, under refrigerated conditions. In our pasteurisers, not only do we cook the product, but we also rapidly chill it. We do this with iced water that's pumped into the chiller, and that takes the temperature of the product to below 4 degrees before we remove it from the pasteuriser. So it comes into the pasteuriser, it's cooked and then rapidly chilled. When it comes out of the pasteuriser, we rotate the product to drain the excess water from the pouches, and then it goes into a chiller where it awaits final packing and dispatch to our customer.
Sous vide packaging is subjected to high levels of quality assurance to ensure there is no possibility of contamination. The pouches are checked regularly to confirm that the vacuum packaging has achieved a perfect seal. This is to prevent oxidisation or the growth of organisms. It also ensures the nutrients, food texture and quality are maintained during the cooking process. It allows the use of fresh ingredients with a shelf life of approximately 6 weeks in convenient individual portions. And the transparent packaging, while appealing to the consumer, must be strong enough to resist puncture during handling. and it must be heat resistant for reheating and easy serving. Fleury Michon is the first manufacturer of sous vide cuisine in Australia.